Today we are visiting the largest Shinto shrine in Ashikaga, the next town north of ours. Ashikaga is extremely accessible by train, but we are biking both for exercise and to maximize social distancing. The ride to the shrine is not super interesting, so I will spare you the 45 minutes and cut to the highlights reel. Ashikaga is an interesting city. It was developed in the Heian period between 794 and 1185. The area was ruled by the Ashikaga clan, a prominent samurai family, up until 1573. Ashikaga is also home to what is believed to be Japan's oldest academic institution, Ashikaga Gakko. It was founded sometime in the 9th century, which is around the same time as the University of Oxford, the oldest university in the UK. Shintoism is a religion unique and indigenous to Japan. It does not have sacred text or preaching because it is rooted in Japanese nature and tradition. Shintoism is a polytheistic belief system, so there are many gods, or kami. The kami are spirits who take on the concepts of things important to life such as water, wind, fertility, industry, and so on. The shrine we are visiting today is called Ashikaga Orihime Shrine. It is built into the side of Mount Orihime and is named for the Shinto kami Orihime, the daughter of Tentei, the king of the sky. Legend says that Orihime was a weaver and she fell in love with a herdsman named Hikoboshi. They were allowed to get married as long as they kept up with their work. However, they neglected their work, so Tentei separated them by the Milky Way. Orihime and Hikoboshi are allowed to see each other once a year on Tanabata, the Weavers' Festival, on the 7th day of the 7th month. This really stunning vermilion color is common in Japan. I've heard many reasons for this, but the most common explanation is that vermilion acts as a protection against misfortune. Many torii gates, the entry to shrines and temples, as well as shrines and temples themselves and bridges are the same reddish-orange color. One of the most famous examples is the iconic Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto. Normally, you place some change in the box and ring a bell to get the kami's attention. Clap twice, and then bow. The grounds of Orihime Shrine are incredible in all seasons and all times of day. In 2014, it was noted as one of the most spectacular nighttime views in Japan. From here, we can overlook Ashikaga City and the Kanto Plain. Orihime Shrine is also the beginning of the prefectural nature hiking grounds. There are extremely well-maintained trails around here, and although we haven't attempted this, I'm relatively sure you can hike to Nikko from here. The symbol is called a manji, and it's a symbol of prosperity and good luck. It's used to mark the location of Buddhist temples, and it was a symbol in Asia long, long, long before the Nazis twisted it for their own party emblem. You'll see this sign all over the place, and it's a warning about Inoshishi, Japan's wild boar. I have never seen one, but that may be because we're always surrounded by people with bear bells on their backpacks, even in densely populated hiking areas. The hills are always alive with the sound of bear bells. Momiji Dai, or Maple Valley, is an area growing somewhere around 1,000 maples. It's an incredible sight in the fall, with colors peaking in November. Even though it's May, the valley is very beautiful. The trails immediately behind Orihime Shrine are easy and well maintained. You can walk much further and much higher, and I recommend it if you ever find yourself in this area. It's astonishing how quickly you can go from a bustling town into quiet forest in Japan. Well, except for the bear bells. Our Saturdays outdoors are never complete without a classic PB&J, chips, and Oreos. There's an alternate route to Orihime Shrine in a winding path of colored torii gates. I said earlier that they are often vermilion, and that is true. However, these are different colors, and each color represents a different area of your life, such as work, family, and knowledge. And it is said that if you pass under all of the different colors, you will have good luck in those areas. We're taking a slightly different route home, but like last time, it's not super interesting, so I will give you the highlights reel and I'll meet you when we find something interesting. I don't sincerely know if this is a common feature in America because I never rode a bike outside of the rural Midwest. Japan is the first place I've encountered this clever solution: a narrow, smooth incline for your bike along the stairs of the pedestrian bridge. There are extensive wheat and rice fields a short distance behind our home. It's a great place to walk and run and a popular place for people on motorcycles to practice their tricks. At the far end of the fields, there's a mysterious clump of trees. We have always wondered about it, and we suspect there's a Shinto shrine in there. Let's investigate. As suspected, it's a Shinto shrine. This particular shrine is Usu Shrine. Komainu guard the shrine. They always come in a pair, one with an open mouth and the other with a closed mouth. Tradition says that the open mouth Komainu is pronouncing the first letter of the Sanskrit alphabet A, and the closed mouth is pronouncing the last letter This represents the beginning and the end of all things. Dogs, lions, and foxes are all common shrine guardians. I have never seen a Tanuki shrine guardian. After a long day of biking, hiking, and exploring, we like to go home, relax, and probably enjoy a nap. See you next time!